All right, good evening, my friends. Tonight we're going to talk about cancer in 0 to 54-year-olds is up 20%. Yeah, sure, that's nothing. Also nothing. Boy 16 dies suddenly in Wiltshire town. Not 100% sure where that is, but that's a tragedy, my friends. When are people going to notice? When are people going to say, maybe 16-year-olds shouldn't be dying randomly multiple times a week? So this is the ethical skeptic. This is multiple cause deaths. COVID deaths must be filtered out of the equation. COVID deaths dropped. 20% cancer death signal begins to emerge from the noise. And we're going to take a look at this chart a bit more detailed. This should alert any diligent and honest epidemiologist. Are there none? Are there any? Calling epidemiologists. You may want to start noticing this statistical analysis here. So this start date is week 14 of 2021, and it is a 12 sigma, lowercase sigma, event, my friends. So we look at this chart here. COVID started around here, and then he called it the dry tinder effect, where the unhealthiest, most comorbid people died, unfortunately, of COVID, and probably the treatment protocol. Blame Fauci for that. And then kind of leveled off, and this orange line is the pull forward effect, adjusted baseline, and it kind of just all tracks along that till the end of 2019, and then we get these major deviations. Now, these aren't large numbers, but this accelerating pattern is extremely concerning, and this is malignant neoplasms, multiple cause of death, mortality deviation from trend. The excess mortality is about 20%, my friends. So, anybody calling anybody with fucking ethics in the medical industry, start calling this shit out. Why is a data analyst from Florida and ethical skeptic, of course, calling this out? Edward Dowd, I believe, is as well. But we're probably going to be algorithmically demoted, my friends. This is a great list I found. I'll put a link to this in the description below. Rational Ground by Justin Hart, the ultimate vaccine list of links. Need a source for a Twitter debate? Find it here. So this is collated by topic, adverse event. It's even got bookmarks. Feel free to add your own sources in the comments. So adverse effects, myocarditis, lots of those, effectiveness, and vaccines in children. I'm not giving advice on parenting, but I wouldn't vaccinate my child. Hell, none of us are even taking a vaccine. And I think I convinced both my brothers to stop as well. One of them is a very orange man bad guy, so actually they both are now that I think about it, but one of them didn't used to be. Anyway, even in blue cities, boosters are being turned down. Good. COVID's over. Well, it's not over. It's endemic. It's going to be here forever. Ideally, it will get weaker and more transmissible and basically just be kind of a common cold. Breakthrough infections, breastfeeding, COVID risk and deaths, societal impact, the elderly. Awful policy that some of these yellow or red states were following, like Washington and New York. Alright, immunity issues with the vaccine, infertility with the vaccine, mandates, government lies, research critical of the vaccine was not reviewed by journals. It's almost like they had an agenda, my friends. Is our media this dishonest? I'm afraid so. And our medical industry is also largely being mistrusted by more and more people. If one good thing about this whole bullshit is there's cleaner bathrooms now. That's a nice perk. And more people mistrust the medical industry because I've been screwed over by them since about 2005. So Pfizer is attempting to revise the COVID vaccine contract when the demand does not live up to expectations. So 4 member states, including Poland, my homeland, say amended deal is not fair solution to the surplus of shots, because I believe everywhere is saying no mas, it didn't work, it's not safe, it's not effective, It doesn't do jack shit. I'm not taking it anymore, and it's dangerous. So Pfizer has offered to change its COVID-19 vaccine contract with the EU to cut the number of doses being supplied by 40% and delay their delivery until after member states complained of a glut of shots. So they want to extend their contract to 2026, but two people said it's insisting on the payment for those in the contract that will never be manufactured, angering some governments now. And you're not getting anything that's FDA approved if you've taken the COVID vaccine in the United States. I believe, I haven't checked this since they added it to the children's schedule, which was a huge mistake. But I believe you will still only get the EUA authorized doses at your pharmacy. So they presented the contract amendment to the health ministers and met resistance from 4 member states for obviously good reasons. And I believe Pfizer's going to jack the price up soon as well. So governments have been destroying supplies because the pandemic subsided earlier than expected. And demand for boosters is shrinking. This is archived FT, fuck your paywall. Richer countries believe the price, $19 a dose, means the contract remains good value for money. And of course, Pfizer, along with Moderna, raised vaccine prices when countries were anxious to secure supplies. Now they don't fucking want it. Good. Okay. Vlastimil Valek, Czech health minister, said most countries thought the deal was fair, and the contract automatically updates to new vaccines to deal with the new variants. The majority of countries agreed the contract is not bad. And then, of course, fear porn, COVID's still here. It will be necessary to repeat vaccination. I'm thinking you don't need to, not medical advice. Poland, Bulgaria, Hungary, and Lithuania, some of the most based countries in Eastern Europe, issued a statement saying they would not agree to it. Lithuania is maybe not, but Poland and Hungary certainly are. In our opinion, these proposals do not present a final and fair solution to the problem of vaccine surplus and do not meet the needs of the healthcare systems, the needs of the citizens, and the financial interests of the member states. Pfizer doesn't give a fuck about your financial interest. They only care about their financial interest. The Commission should negotiate a better contract. Austria also said it is unhappy with the deal. And then Warsaw claimed force majeure last year and has not accepted or paid for any deliveries since. Yeah, Poland, that's the way to go. Fuck Pfizer. Okay, and so on and so forth. They have to write these articles by the word, I think, on the FT, but yeah, Pfizer's trying to fuck these European countries, and they're saying, no, you get fucked. So that's that. That's all we're going to do. I may be able to squeeze in another topic here because there's a lot to cover. The other topic's probably going to be the banking situation. You know, some of those bank stocks we looked at last night got better, but when a stock goes down 60%, it needs to go up 120% to go back to where it was. And those stocks only went up like a couple teens, mid-teens of percentage. And Moody's also, actually just fuck it, we'll just cover this real quick. We got plenty of time. Moody's cuts the outlook for the entire U.S. banking sector, putting 6 banks on downgrade watch. Well, we may have to wait for that. So, thanks for watching. Pick up some non-perishable food, my friends, and have a good day. Prepare for the worst, too. Have a good day, have a good night. Get some guns and then promptly lose them in a boating accident. That's what I did. And God bless.